Today's news. Freedom of Expression Forum. Fatuleyev's hearing postponed due to the absence of both sides in the process. International organizations expressed concern over harassment of journalists. General Prosecutor's Office refuses to open criminal case on physical assault of Bakhtiar Hajiev. Investigation on Nemat Panakhlu's criminal case nears conclusion. Today, the Azerbaijan Democratic Party office held a forum in support of freedom of speech and expression, with the participation of local civil society institutions, media agencies, and political party representatives. Azadlik editor Ganimat Zahid opened the event and spoke about the harassment of journalists working in Azerbaijan. He mentioned the violence against Azadlik reporter Seymur Haziev and recalled several other incidents. Turan News Agency Director Mehman Aliyev spoke about yesterday's meeting with Interior Minister regarding the violence against journalist Seymur Haziev. According to the minister, there is a third party standing in the way of this resolution. With the aim of ensuring that the investigation upholds principles of transparency, Media Rights Institute Director Rashid Hajili and Hajiev's lawyer have been included in the investigation team, noted Aliyev. He also spoke about the imposition of court fines against the media, which represent additional pressures against media activity. Seymur Haziev described his assault as part of a systematic pressure against journalists. He directly blamed the law enforcement agencies. Head of the Democratic Party, Sardar Jalaloğlu, said that they had given the police the names of those responsible for such crimes, but that these crimes remain unsolved. Azerbaijan Popular Front Party chairman Ali Kerimli said that the independent media plays a decisive role in society, despite its limited capacity for activity. Today, Sabayol District Court was due to hear the lawsuit filed by imprisoned journalist Emil Fatuleyev against General Prosecutor Zakir Garalov for violating his rights to be presumed innocent. The hearing was rescheduled for April 7th due to the absence of both sides at the hearing. Fatuleyev's lawyer Anar Gasimov told Media Forum News website that they had failed to attend the hearing because his client had not been brought to court. This is a civil lawsuit. None of the lawyers were provided with a warrant of attorney on this case. If Aynullah is brought to the court, he can give a warrant of attorney to any of the lawyers, and then this lawyer can attend the process, Gasimov said. The lawsuit claims that the general prosecutor violated Fatuleyev's right to be presumed innocent during the investigation of terrorism charges that have since been acquitted. The International Committee for the Protection of Journalists condemned the abduction and assault of a Baku journalist, Seymur Haziev, a reporter for opposition daily Azadlik. They called upon Azerbaijan authorities to thoroughly investigate the incident, which took place over the weekend, and to bring all the assailants to justice. According to Media Forum, the International Press Institute also condemned the incident. International Press Institute Director Alison McKenzie expressed concern over the developments. We are calling upon state agencies to conduct an urgent and transparent investigation of the incident and to bring guilty parties to justice. In addition, the government should take relevant measures and issue statements to show the country's leadership will not turn a blind eye to assaults against journalists. Yesterday, OSCE representatives also visited Azadlik newspaper office to speak about Seymur Haziev's case. Jacqueline Carpenter, OSCE's Baku Democratization Program Manager, held discussions regarding the journalist. OSCE representative on media freedom, Dunya Mijatovic, described the pressures against Azadlik reporter Seymur Haziev as inadmissible. She called on Azerbaijani authorities to put an end to violence against journalists. Seymur Haziev was kidnapped and beaten up on Friday night in the Ceyranbatan area of Absheron, on his way home from work. A black bag was put on his head and he was beaten. His assailants abandoned him on a street in Binagadi region. The General Prosecutor's Office has refused to open criminal case in response to the physical assault of youth activist Bakhtiar Hajiev on March 4th, reported Hajiev's lawyer Alayev Hasanov. Hasanov said that the prosecutor office's decision constitutes a serious legal violation. The prosecutor's conclusion demonstrates that the investigation was not properly conducted. Neither of Hajiev's two lawyers received any official notification of the incident, but we have a medical report issued by Investigative Prison Number 2 confirming that Hajiev has been a victim of physical assault. I will appeal to the prosecutor's office for an objective investigation, said Hasanov. Hajiev, a former parliamentary candidate in November 2010 parliamentary elections, was first detained on November 17th when he tried to cross into Georgia via the Gürmüzü Korpu checkpoint. Hajiev was headed to Georgia to continue his education. He was set free a day later because he still had immunity as an electoral candidate. At present, he is facing charges under Article 321 of the Criminal Code for the evasion of military service. It is widely thought that Hajiev was arrested for his activity on social networking sites and his support of the March 11th Great People's Day campaign.
Sən təhsilinlə bağlı hərbi xidmətdə olmamısan, amma
The investigation of the criminal case against Azerbaijan National Statehood Party chairman Nemat Panahlı is nearing its conclusion, Panahlı's lawyer Samir Isayev told Objective TV today. According to Isayev, the criminal investigator told him that the final decision on the investigation will be announced in the next few days. Isayev says that they will be unable to familiarize themselves with the case materials upon the final announcement. Nemat Panahlı, the chairman of the Azerbaijan National Statehood Party, was arrested under charges brought by citizen Eldar Raziev. The criminal case has been brought against both men under Article 221.3 of the Criminal Code, hooliganism committed with a weapon. If he is found guilty, Panahlı could face 5 years in prison. Panahlı's supporters claim that the real reason behind his arrest is his journalistic activity. Panahlı wrote a number of articles criticizing the government.